Hey, this is Brett, the game master
very good.
and host. Thank you for
So
listening all the way
previously,
to the end.
one that we had
If you want to
recorded,
see more
you
like this, we do
had
intend to make more.
been making
And
your
with any
way
luck, the quality will continue
across
to
the
improve.
U.S. And had come across a museum hosting an ancient tarot card, and after a mysterious murder and then some tracking, a little bit of scrying, you traced the perpetrator back to her house and retrieved 3, I believe it was?
Four.
4.
3 of her other ones, and then
The one,
Oh, and then the one
The-
that was.
Yes.
the one that was on display.
4 artifacts, as well as a book.
you have the names.
Oh, yes. Was the world, the great flag, the tower, and the chariot.
And so, making your clean getaway without any kind of confrontation, you escaped and later into the night stopped at a Waffle House to collect your bearings, only to be approached by a suspicious man wearing a suit and dark sunglasses, who offered you a business card inviting you to find the Seekers of the Strange. And so yeah, we pick back up in the middle of the night in the Waffle House, surveying the business card he had left as he walks out. What would you guys like to do?
I want to know how he found out about us. Like, how did he determine that we were.
Cool enough to be included in this club.
He probably was tracking the card, and so he saw what went on. But, do what did he invite us to do?
There's a location, an address on the business card to find the Seekers of the Strange. If you're looking for
That's
help or lodging, or just
let's go.
all right.
We can handle any situation.
Yeah. And if it turns out to be a trap,
We'll get out of it.
we can beat ourselves out of it.
Okay. So we don't. What if we don't approach just brazenly? We
So
approach
we-
it cautiously.
So that means we send Bryce in as fodder.
Well, we
As
gotta.
what?
Like, what is the.
As water? Oh.
Where is the location?
Can we
It
get?
is
If it's in the. You know, if it's in the city, our disguise sea can go. If it's in the country, then the owl can go.
as it is. You just have an address. You don't recognize the street name. However, it is. It would be probably a couple of days, maybe a day or 2 days drive northward
Okay.
from where you were, towards the. Oh goodness. I'll deal with this later. It is on. It is on. Near the. Is on one of the Great Lakes.
Oh, yes.
And
Because
where are we?
You're
Atlanta?
in the Midwest.
Oh.
Let me picture this.
Nebraska.
Yes,
Michigan?
that would be about right.
Okay, so we can go to there. What are we gonna do? Drive that way? We're just gonna
Mhm.
ignore it and say, let's drive to the next place and sleep.
I say we go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Drive that direction, see what happens. Okay. We drive
Oh, yeah.
slow.
You roll the 2 for driving,
And we drive slow.
but you don't have to roll if it's not a challenge. So
Sometimes
I was
I-
about to say, I'm the driver, aren't I? Wouldn't I
Uh,
be rolling to Fast and Furious out of there?
do you want to Fast and Furious up there?
No.
Okay, I wasn't expecting you to want to do that, but I figured I'd double check. Yes, you do have you guys do have enough money to get food,
Mhm.
but not much as far as lodging. You're sleeping in the car a lot of times, but it is relatively. It's not too far.
Okay.
And you don't hit anything stranger than the one time you ran over a possum.
Yes.
It is, it's not a rural community, right? It's not filled with skyscrapers, but it's certainly busy.
Mhm.
And there's a dock, and on the edge, near the dock, is the location, which appears to be a ramshackle storage building, large storage building.
Warehouse type thing.
Yes.
Near a dock on the Great Lakes.
Hmm.
Okay.
There's a cool wind off of the lakes. It's gray in the sky. You stand just out of the car. You can see the building from a distance, from a little ways away. Probably parked,
Yeah.
a block away and walk to see it. How would you guys like to approach?
Should the owl go check it out?
Are we being
Is
stealthy?
it,
We're being
is
stealthy, or
it,
we
is it
just
during
get-
the day or is it during the night? Or
Well,
is
that's
it
During the
like-
day.
During the day, so
Okay.
the owl
You've gotta-
should not go. Yes.
You've got to
Owl should
specify.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So do you think we should just go? See what's going on
yeah.
together?
Does it look? It doesn't look. It doesn't look ominous.
I mean, it's cloudy and windy, so everything's just a little bit ominous, but not severely ominous.
Can I use my awareness to find some hidden entrance?
Do you want? If you want to check the building, you can check. How closely do you want to investigate the building? You want to go right up to it and start poking around, or do you want to just circle it from a distance?
I think we just walk up and say they invited us.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see what you got. Show us what you got.
Walk up. There is the doors that sort of slide. Walk up. Don't see any signs of life immediately. I mean, there's a rat that scurries away, but
Okay.
so
Is there any signs outside on the building?
there would probably be a private property sign.
Okay.
There's a little bit of there may be graffiti on one corner.
Right.
No.
No, like old remaining signs of what the building used to be. Anything like that.
No, nothing. Would you like to knock?
Yes.
Yes.
Kum kum kum.
Little peephole.
Yes. There's a little the door slides open a little bit.
So do we whip out the business card?
Excellent.
Right.
Yes, and you can see that there's somebody just on the inside.
Hmm?
that looks out and then sees the card, and the door opens wide enough for a person to get through, and you're able to enter. At first, it looks like what you would expect. Your eyes adjust to the gloom, and it is, dark and sort of moldy. However, you do see that there is a much better kept door entering to what was at one point the office of the person who kept the warehouse. The man does not say anything to you, but leads you to the door, and on the inside there is an elevator very much at odds with the rest of the surroundings. New and stainless steel. You enter, and, well, if you want to enter, you can choose to back out at any time.
Go.
Go for it.
Enter, and it takes you down and opens back up into a very well-lit lobby with a desk and a young lady, a secretary, watching the desk. She sees you three enter, blinking in the sudden brightness from the change from the elevator. And intercoms down and says, "It looks like we've got visitors. Were you expecting anybody, Shepard?" And you hear back, "I was not, but I expect that this is probably..." I recorded the names. I don't have them pulled up, though, because I'm not intelligent. But I suspect that Grimm has done some recruiting on his own again. I keep asking him not to. But, yes, I'll be up in a moment. And, she gestures you to, take a seat on one of the little, cushioned stool things against the wall.
Coffee?
No,
Oh, trash.
unfortunately. This is a fairly... there's not much in this room. And I would like... Who has an awareness of 5 or more?
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys notice that the secretary's eyes are not human. You don't catch it immediately, but they're like look more more slick.
Animal?
Yeah, slightly more
Animal?
animal.
Like cat eyes?
A little bit, yeah.
Do the lids blink in instead of up and down?
No,
Okay. Because that's alien.
because that's alien.
So I want to know what I was dealing with.
You want to
here.
know what you're dealing with.
Okay. Okay.
And but after a moment, it feels a little bit weird because you're like
Eyes are normal.
dealing with because you're dealing with stuff that's definitely secretive, but you're just sitting there in a lobby like, what are we doing?
And a lobby with no way out, no escape, easy escape.
Did you
There
notice
is-
any escapes?
Door past the secretary, or there's the elevator behind you.
Right.
However, it is not as long as it feels. It feels longer than it is. And a man, the best word to describe him would probably be square-ish.
Kingpin almost.
Not that large,
Ah.
but of a maybe average or maybe slightly shorter than average height, with a very distinct profile, and he's wearing a green, looks like a pseudo dress, like military dress uniform, but you don't recognize the where it's from, and with gray hair and a trimmed mustache that comes out and then down past his cheeks to the end of his chin. He walks up. You hear him before you see him because he's wearing heavy boots as he walks up and says, "Well, I'm guessing you probably got a bad impression of us because, if I'm gonna guess right, there was a man in a dark suit with dark sunglasses who came up and offered you something that sounded vaguely like a threat. That would be Grim. Got the name just because of the impression that he leaves on everybody, and his abilities tend to put most people off. He's not such a bad sort, but we ask him not to go recruiting people, and he does so anyway. I can see that you carry at least something magic, and it would be reasonable to assume that your two companions also have something extraordinary about them, or else they would not be have been included with you when invited by Grimm.
He's talking to you.
Yes.
I realize this. So yes, we were curious.
Just curious? It's a good place then. Well, we do tend to, at this point in our lifetime, our organization's lifetime, we tend to do more protecting. We also do quite a bit of exploring, so a curious sort would be well welcome here.
We don't have any place to stay.
Sounds like you may be well suited to us. We offer places for anybody whose oddities may invite scorn or trouble on their own head. We can offer lodging without charge for a time, though of course at your point you'd likely be mistrustful, and there's little I can do about that other than offer my own hospitality. After a while, though, we will ask that we will attempt to set you up with some other lodging of your own, or you may continue to serve here for lodging.
Sounds reasonable.
So when you say serve, what sort of service are we talking about here?
Well, like I said, we tend to do more things along protection at this point. Though we were originally created to find remnants of, or connections to, things that your average civilian doesn't know about, doesn't need to know about, and things that are powerful in a direction that's different from ordinary sciences. Things that could be misused. And so we do our level best to prevent disasters that may be caused by these things, and offer help to those who do not wish to harm, yet cannot help but have their, but stand out. Now, I'm afraid that I do have other matters to attend to, but our secretary, Miss Prudence, can show you the first little bit of our facility. You'll understand that there are things that cannot be shared with all, and you can decide whether or not you trust us.
That sounds reasonable.
Sounds fun.
This is
This isn't an old lady situation.
Okay.
and the young lady stands up and he says to her, as when you go through the mess hall, please grab a cup of tea for me. I have a meeting with a Martian emissary, and they tend to enjoy the sound of their own voice more than many others. And so
Called it.
he retreats back through the door that he first came out of, and the secretary leads you through that door into I drew up a map. But here it is.
A map.
Yes, you don't get it.
Oh,
It's mine.
here. Make the map in your brain. Who's got the brain for making a map? I'm not very smart.
I've got 6 intellect.
Through a sliding, if you wish to memorize the layout, telling me ahead of time makes the difficulty a lot easier. So,
We definitely wish to memorize the layout.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Try
what we would do because
Yeah.
we're smart like that.
you can do
because I like to know my exits.
yes. Difficulty would be reduced down to 3 to keep track of everything.
And is it intellect?
It would be intellect, yes.
2 plus 6, so 8.
All right. Oh, that was close call, but yes, you do succeed. She leads you through these sliding doors. These are not on rusty rails, but smoothly slide back and with a pneumatic hiss, and you find yourself in a large open space with think kind of similar to a like a basketball court or something where it's open with a high ceiling and light shining down. No seats. It's not a spectator place, but strewn throughout are many is training equipment. You see ordinary stuff. You see weights, punching bags, and some mats where there are two men who are sparring, and in a distance you can see that there is a firing range. Appears to be like a simulation type firing range, where it's not so loud as to deafen everybody within the space. And so Prudence explains that this is, as you can see, we offer the tools to help people with abilities put them to practical use, whether this is moving quickly through terrain, and she gestures to like an obstacle course, or if they find themselves in combat, and to the sparring gear. We try to offer a way to, once somebody has gotten their powers sort of under control, to then express them in a useful way. And past this, you move past, and it's not entirely empty. There's fewer people than the space would suggest. There's maybe 5 or 6.
They're all definitely people.
Yes. However, as you do get closer, you see that the man is not sparring with another person. He is sparring with a robot combat stand-in.
I was about to say, he's sparring with himself.
I like that.
A robot programmed to be himself. Anyway.
Yeah, and there's a you see a guy with a sword in the distance doing forms on one of the mats. Just like looks like he's just lost in his own little world. Moving through, you catch something catches your attention as you see. You hear a whoop sound. Woo! And somebody running in from another door, taking the obstacle course just at a breakneck pace. It's a little...
Obstacle course.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's at a little bit of a distance, but you do catch that he appears to have a tail, green tail, and also doesn't bother with any of the handholds on the part of the climbing wall. So, yes, there appears to be a lizard man
Okay.
Uh,
But it did say there was extraordinary.
yes. And sort of taking you through a short loop to show you the stuff. You come back to the opposite corner of it. You take a diagonal path straight through this rectangular room, and then from there, it enters into a little bit a narrower hallway, and there are a series of doors to your left and to your right. And she explains that these are the dorms, though some of them are reinforced if we have to contain dangerous folks or specimen. Depending on how intelligent they are, they might be people, they might be specimens. But through and then through there is it enters into another large, though not nearly so large space, with rows and rows of tables, and a serving space near where you came in. And then, of course, you have a mess hall. Any organization needs to... Many of the people here live here. They can't well live outside, and so we provide meals to keep it simpler. And so there are more people in here. Maybe 30 or so.
Was there any food out on any nearby counters that I could like snack a bagel?
And yes, there is like they are serving. There's like a food
Buffet.
place. Yeah.
So are we allowed to stop and get a little food?
Yes, we get some food. Said, well,
Eat
that's
on the go.
yes.
Eat while we.
Probably also need to go to the bathroom. Just saying. It's me.
Yeah.
Superheroes never.
Never go to the bathroom.
How are you gonna get out
Yeah,
of your
there is
costume?
there is one labeled at the end of the
Okay.
that leads off from in the opposite direction of the dormitories, off of the cafeteria.
Okay.
Cafeteria, mess hall, whatever.
Yeah.
Is it a school? Is it a military organization? Is it a prison? You have no idea.
Dining hall,
Dining hall.
summer camp.
Summer camp. Is it a summer camp? Maybe. Obstacle course?
I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
But the real question is there a pool?
There probably is, though it wouldn't be on the same training
Oh.
level.
Mm-hmm.
It would be
Further down.
separate for water, just training,
So
maybe
first
for athletics or whatever.
First order of business is we need to figure out where we can talk by ourselves and decide what we think of this place.
If you ask, they will leave you alone.
Are they done showing us around? Do we have a place to
Is there
sleep?
These are you don't
Did
yet
they
have a
give
place
us
to
a dorm yet or
Shouldn't
anything?
assign us one.
Okay.
you at this point you've done the top layer of stuff. This is what we're comfortable showing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to, you can have some dorm rooms.
Well, we need some place to stay.
It's true. It's better than sleeping in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, all right, yeah. You are directed to. It'd probably be 2 people per room.
Mm-hmm.
The dude's in one room and the girl in the other room.
So yes,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's small, but not cramped. You've got enough space for it.
College
beds.
dorm size.
Bunk beds, foot locker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do they connect to each other or just to the hallway?
just to the
rooms?
hallway.
Okay. And is there a way of, does the doors lock, like from the inside?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Do they lock from the outside?
You can check.
To see if they're gonna lock us in the room.
You wanna check your room for being
Yeah.
locked? Yeah. Okay. So you'll roll awareness, and if you have investigation, you can add that.
I got a 6, by the way, plus a 6
6.
is a 12. So
Okay.
good luck. I find out everything I need to know about it.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so
Can I?
bugs,
Can they lock me in?
cameras, can they
Um,
lock us in?
These you see are reinforced,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't see a way for any. You don't see any other locks besides the lock that you just can turn from the inside.
Okay. So that's a good sign.
Yes, I would say you do probably find, if you're looking closely, you take a little while. You do probably find that there's a microphone
Mm-hmm.
hidden in one of the corners. Probably be pretty tough to find, but you did roll well.
I did really, really well.
Making the
Yeah.
cameras.
Like the
Yeah.
best you could possibly roll.
like the best, yeah. But microphone, like in the little, it's the trim, the stuff at the
Baseboard?
baseboard. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a? Okay,
Okay,
so- Yeah. Is there bathrooms in the rooms? Is it a shower and bathroom in the room, or is it down the hall?
There.
Or what are we dealing with here?
There would be.
Just
There'd probably be a
lay of the land.
small. Yeah, there'd probably be a small bathroom, one of those like, where everything's in the same space, where it's the toilet and shower are kind of on top of each other.
Yeah. Like your bathroom.
Yeah. Well, no, but the shower in that one. Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Well, smaller than that.
Smaller than that. Okay. So a little tiny.
So,
but it's in each room.
Probably
But each room has their own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably think like hotel bathroom.
Anyway.
With like shower, toilets.
Yeah, more like a hotel bathroom.
Okay. Just checking. See if we kind of have to walk down the hall or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on our own now.
Yes.
So we meet.
But we're not in the same room.
But we can
So
meet.
do
We
we
can talk. Yeah. You got to come over to our
Can I
room.
go over to their room and we can talk in private?
And we turn on the shower.
Right.
So they can't hear us.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta turn on the water so that they can't hear you and the bugs.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
Set up a recording of white noise.
Well, here
Like a
the
bug.
door's not locked. We each want. We want to. Do we want to split up and go see what we can see? Like
Yeah,
have
are we
access to?
We can go. Do we want to go wander around?
Did we
See
get
things?
permission to go down to the gym and work out, like the big room?
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
So-
you would have.
Can I go?
Can you go talk to the lizard guy,
Can I go run through the obstacle course?
and I'll go talk to the guy with the sword,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and you can talk to the guy beating up the robot,
Okay.
Or you could find somebody who is magic.
or you can walk
Mm.
around and just see who you find.
Yes.
Is
I
this
wanna go
something
through
good
the
to do?
obstacle course for,
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
chat to
for
people.
sure. I want to go through the.
Why?
Yeah.
Go talk
Okay.
to the lizard guy.
I'm
okay.
going through the obstacle course, and I can make friends through.
Yeah.
You know,
So
similar interests.
I've got.
roll me coordination plus athletics.
4, 8, 13.
13? Yes, nice. How would you like to, do you want to show off as you go through the obstacle course?
A little bit. Like, if there's any rings, like, do a nice little flourish or a little backflip or whatever.
Alright, yeah, yeah.
But mainly just sort of,
Take it fast?
yeah,
Excellent.
speed. I am speed.
You come
Ka-chow. Ka-chow.
vaulting over the wall at the end, and hit it in a roll, and there is the lizard man, more sort of more man than lizard, right? You can see it in his eyes that he's got the slitty eyes,
It's a tail.
and he's bald, but like he's not green and scaly,
But
except
he
for
does
the
have
tail.
a green tail.
Except for the tail.
Yes.
Um,
Can I tell what kind of lizard he is paired with by his tail? Like, is it iguana? Is it...
roll me an intelligence check.
That didn't roll, but that's a 4 plus 6, a 10.
Okay. Yes. You saw him climb up the wall, and as you can see, his hands have an odd texture on him. He's gecko.
Oh, Gecko Man.
Gecko man.
He's cool.
So, what would you like to say?
I didn't think this far ahead.
Oh, well, you're smart. You'll think of something. What brought
I kind of want to try and start chatting with him about, like, the obstacle course mainly and, like, the training facility. And then, like, possibly lead into questions of, like, well, where'd you come from, sort of deal, or how did you get to know about this organization, because they sort of busted down our door at Waffle House.
You live in a Waffle House?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
But roll me. You get a certain amount of stuff, but roll me an intelligence check to, to subtly pry.
That one did roll, but that's still 4 plus 6.
Suddenly, he rolled a
I
1.
rolled a 1.
So you whipped.
So yeah, so what it does explain is that he really likes the opportunity to practice moving. You know, at first he thought that it was super gross to have, you know, a tail and weird stuff on his hand, but now he's learning how to, you know, it's not quite so weird whenever there are other weird people around you, and so he wants to get. He's enjoying getting better at it, but he's hoping to go on a mission. But they say that he sticks out too much and doesn't know how to not stick out. It's like, I swear, if I had a long coat, I bet I could tuck the tail up into it. It would be no
Tie it
problem.
around your waist like a belt.
That sounds kind of painful. I'm not going to try that.
Just like loop it around like a soft. Okay.
They said, but that's what I did. See, I don't even know why I ended up like this. It's not like a radioactive iguana bit me. Gecko. It said I just like got really sick and then started growing a tail, which was the grossest thing. But the fact that it wasn't so sudden might have helped me because I was found by the Seekers before I was found by, I don't know,
The authorities.
there's all kinds of other weird folks out there. Dangerous weird, not weird good.
Mm-hmm.
So, I saw you run that obstacle course, but that's not quite... That was pretty good. That's not quite weird enough to get you in here. Can you do anything else?
Well, I find that I can slip into anywhere that I want.
Are you invisible?
I'm a master of disguise. I can help you learn how to get disguised.
I don't want to say master of disguise just outright. I
Well,
want to be kind of subtle about it.
you do you.
Says, did you like turn invisible or?
No, I just find a way to blend in with the crowd very well.
Oh, why are you being so sneaky about your? Okay, whatever. It's your business.
Tis indeed.
All right. So, over to Dad. You wanted to approach the swordsman.
Sword man.
Yes. You see, at a distance as you're approaching, he's wearing like jeans and a tank top and black hair pulled back into a short ponytail, and is carrying a katana. And he's doing the little, overhead swipes down. Is 1, 2, 3. On the third one, there's a flasher light as he swings the sword, and ignites briefly. But he is like dead focused. I don't know. How do you want to get his attention?
I want to see how focused he is and step in the line of his sword, knowing that my reflexes will be fast enough that if he doesn't see me or react, that I'll be able to just get out of the way.
All right. Roll prowess.
That'd be 11.
I've got his stats here. Oh, that's 12.
Dang it! I got my arm cut off.
You did not get out of the way.
Okay, no, but what happens?
But you step in, and there's you see a flash of, you see his face contort into frustration, and you go to try and stop the sword or get out of the way, and
Get out of the way.
And it cracks down on the side of your arm, on your shoulder, back end first, blunt side down, and he scowls at you and puts it away. You take he'll reduce it. You take 3 points of damage.
Hang on.
You take 3 damage.
I forgot something.
What did you forget? Did you want to? I'm gonna give you one to not take that. See, this is what this is what's called trouble. I can. You get an extra one, in order to not.
Okay.
spend that to
Go.
get hit.
Go.
So, you take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And your shirt is slightly burnt.
Do I need to write down that I've taken 3 points of damage?
Yes, you want to use a pencil probably
Why?
because you're gonna take damage often.
No, I'm not. Oh, that's in my stamina.
Stamina, yes.
I am.
Damage
okay.
comes from your stamina.
Is that not a good enough 7 for you, sir?
Okay. So I got a 7. Go for it. Keep going.
And he
But I got willpower. Anyway, go.
and he he scowls at you and slaps the sword back into the sheath. What do you?
You now have his attention.
You stupid? You want to die? I mean, can I?
I just wanted to ask a question.
That was a very poor way to ask a question.
I wanted to see how good you were,
I am very good.
but you hit me.
Yes. Consider it a warning shot.
Where did you get that sword? I'm a weapons expert. I know all about weapons. So that's why I'm asking this question.
Says it was part of it was a gift for completing a rite of passage.
In what country?
Just take a guess.
I use my weapons ability to figure out what's... Oh, Japan.
It's Japan.
See, katanas. I forgot you said katana earlier. I had to play back the
I got you. It's okay. Yeah.
I remember a sword guy, and then you did say katana once. Okay, yes. In Japan. How long did you live in Japan?
Why? Hello. My name is Mifune. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I don't know. Sorry, do I have a name?
Actually, since you're part of that you're a super soldier, you're created, you might not have a particular name.
What if can I say don't really know what my name is. I've been adrift for many years.
Okay. We'll call you Nobody for now.
Nobody's my name. Anyway, sorry.
Well, the man with no name is a little bit long to actually use in a conversation, so I went with no one.
Nobody.
Nobody.
I went with nobody.
Says, what? Why are you so nosy?
I need to find out what's going on here. We were invited by a really strange guy, and your sword seemed unique, and I wanted to find out more.
He says, seems to soften just a little bit. It says it was Grim, wasn't it? The guy in the suit.
Yes, it was Grim.
He's
At a Waffle House.
at a Waffle House. That
We felt it.
mine, yeah. Mine was whenever I was. It was at a bar. It was like, yeah, he has a tendency to just find people, and then invite them out of the blue.
How does he know who to invite?
Well, I'm not sure, but he seems to see a lot behind those glasses.
How long have you been here?
2 years.
2
2 years and a little bit.
Do you trust these people?
Somewhat. They are not. I've not seen any deceit in them in my time here, and they fight the same people that I fight.
Who do you fight?
Monsters, if you like.
Monsters? What kind of monsters? Like that lizard guy over there?
No, I gotta memorize all these names. Yeah, yeah. No, what? Sticky Fingers? No, he's cool.
Sticky Fingers. Guess that explains the obstacle course. Sorry about messing up your training, but
So
I had
you're
to.
just fortunate didn't take off your arm.
Maybe you're fortunate that you didn't take off my arm.
Oh, hey no.
You see for the first time, it goes from a light scowl to like a little bit of a crooked grin.
I'm not smiling.
Not smiling. You're absolutely serious. You got a good sense of humor. He says, listen, next time if you have a question, ask somebody else.
Okay.
And then he goes off. Like deliberately turns away from you and begins doing his forms again.
I got what I needed to know.
Very good. Mom, what would you like to do?
Well, the only other person in the gym was the guy boxing, right?
Against this.
Against
Yeah, against the robot.
against the robot.
There are a few
Razor's killing me.
bad sounds, huh?
Yeah.
There are.
Mine's worse.
Oh, is it?
Those are the ones that. Here's one. There are a few. There are a few others.
I was trying to decide if there was any women. 'Cause it's always, as a woman, it's odd to approach a guy, right?
Right. Okay.
Unless they're, yeah, because it comes off like that. Hey, you look good. Oh,
You saw. At the moment, there are there's probably one woman over working, doing slightly more ordinary exercises with the weight set.
Okay.
And there is the secretary
Right.
who has now gone back to her post, and you did see a few women in the mess hall.
Okay. So, thanks. I think I'll see if I can go talk to the lady working with the weights there. So I'm in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till she's done with her set.
Yes.
Just stops
Yeah.
to get a drink.
And then you can approach. Yes.
I can approach.
She's slightly smaller than average. Perhaps a few inches shorter than you, and thin, with dark skin, and is working at a pace that would be normal for her size, so
Okay.
not superhumanly strong.
Yes. Okay.
As she pauses, you can catch her attention.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like to start a conversation?
Just honest, I guess. We'll say, hey, just arrived this afternoon. We're trying to get our bearings around here. Can you tell me anything about the place?
She says, yes. Food is mostly pretty good, but you do need to watch out. Sometimes they are running short and they serve meatloaf. You're better off going into town to getting lunch whenever that happens.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of meatloaf.
And you sometimes can get odd roommates or neighbors, so just try and roll with it as much as you can, and whenever you've gotten a little bit of trust, the workshop downstairs is top notch. So
what do you like to do in the workshop?
oh, I've got there's we just call him Bucket. He's a robot that I started working on a long time ago, and I've just been continuously adding to. There's something inside that keeps him running and makes him smarter than he should be, and so I'm trying to figure out what's up with that.
So you've been here a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a couple of years. Probably maybe it's 5, nearly 6 at this point.
So do you know anything about the robot the guy's boxing with over there?
Oh, him? It's as dumb as a brick. It's, but yeah, it's I hope to work on it to mimic human movements, so to make a better sparring partner. It hits pretty hard though, so you gotta make sure you dial it down if you ever want to go with it. Sunstruck over there is fighting it at a level that you probably wouldn't ever want to, even though it's pretty light for him.
Sunstruck. Sticky
Struck. Sticky fingers.
I don't remember the name of the dude I talked to. It was a different language.
Mifune. Mifune.
Okay.
And so what's your name?
I'm Dr. Garcia. Yarlis, or Yar if you want to call me that.
I feel
I'm-
like if somebody's earned the title of doctor, I won't begrudge them the title.
I appreciate it.
So,
What was her
Dr. Garcia.
other name? First name?
Yarlis. That is one for one somebody who is in my engineering class.
It's a cool
Except for
name.
she didn't do robotics.
Yarlis. Well, I'm Piper, and it's nice to meet you. Thanks for the info.
Yeah, you're welcome. I hope you decide to stay.
Yeah.
It's if you can, if you're art enough to be asked to, then you can offer something. Without you, they won't ask so much of you that you'll regret. That you'd regret staying here.
It's good to know.
And like, smiles at you and gets back to her.
Yes.
Gets back to her workout.
Okay. What did I find out?
That the people you've talked to so far trust the place
Huh?
more or less. And, more.
Yeah.
In most cases, except for Mifune's just kind of,
Impassive.
yeah.
He's not that tough.
I'm glad that you have decided to strike up a rivalry with literally the first guy you see.
Not a rivalry, I'm just stating facts. I mean, sticky fingers could take him.
So there is, as it middle of the day turns to afternoon and then to evening, there is a signal for dinner.
I was gonna say, do we go get food soon?
Shower time.
Yes,
We follow
there
everybody.
is. Yes, it is burrito day.
Oh, good.
You can get
Hang on, do we get to make our own burritos, or do we gotta take what they give us?
You make your own burritos.
Okay, good.
Chipotle.
He's got a Chipotle line.
A fan.
Let's go.
Taqueria. But yeah, as people,
I put a bit of everything.
excellent. Is it? Do you make it enormous?
It's not.
Not burrito. I just lay the tortilla and then I put everything on it and then I'll eat it with a
Is
spoon.
this important?
Yeah.
This is important character development.
this is what role playing is. It's how does your character eat a burrito?
Okay.
I don't eat the burrito. I have the tortilla after I eat everything.
That's a little bit. That's just a salad.
Yeah, it's a taco salad.
But you can see as people have come in from training and then also from the dorms, there's a fair contingent of people here. Though it's still not full, it can hold probably, another, an additional 25%, a quarter more as there are in them. And you can see as more people come out, there are some people who are mostly human, some people who are, considerably less, or maybe not less, but different.
Visually different.
Yeah, obviously different. It ranges from something as small as, like, wearing some sort of respirator or having some sort of prosthetic to something as major as being just completely different shape physically. There is probably the strangest one you would see is a man who appears to be a sort of transparent jelly.
Okay.
He has a mostly human shape, though it is kind of blunted, giving him, at a distance, making him look kind of like a cartoon. which is a funny appearance. But every once in a while, if his attention wavers, the features begin to slip, and he sort of starts to sideways.
This is great.
And if you look closer, you can see that the burrito is dissolving inside of his head.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking.
Bob.
Bob the Blob.
Bob the Blob.
Okay, so quick side note. Did we bring the tarot cards with us, or did we leave them in the car?
Probably kept
Pretty sure we left them in the glove box locked up.
See, Bryce just said we brought them with us.
I would assume
We were
What?
kept them on our
You
person.
don't bring them in with you.
No, keep
Okay.
keep them on your
Are
person.
they're safer on our person.
One or
Okay,
odd numbers.
two against one. You guys
No.
win. We took them with us.
Well,
Odd number, you take it with you. Even number, it's in the car.
that's
Oh,
Even number,
kept,
you left them in the
left
car.
them in the car.
oh,
See, nobody knows we have them,
right.
so I would say they're pretty safe on the car.
Yeah.
But I that's why I asked, because I could see both sides. Maybe that's ooh,
Maybe that's why.
that's one of my
dice don't
powers,
lie.
is to be able to see both sides of every situation.
Devil's advocate.
Is it?
The power.
Foresight,
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah,
if you miss it, you have
little-
hindsight.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we left it in the car.
Okay, so
Why did you just bring that up? Did you just bring
I
that up?
brought
You
it
just
up.
brought that
I
up.
wanted to
Great.
know because
Okay.
I forgot to.
All right.
I thought about it while we were taking the tour.
3 hour tour.
Okay, so we had some dinner,
Mhm.
Dinner.
and is there like rec hall or something for the evening, or do we go back to our
Can I go
dorms
and
after
play
dinner?
ping pong somewhere?
Can I go reconnoiter the place?
There's not like a room with TVs and ping pong tables.
Okay.
No.
Tragic.
Though there was closets that went off of the training room that might
Oh,
other
things.
other training gear or just game stuff.
Yeah.
But most people either there are a few that like are saying goodbye or explaining stuff as they're leaving, and then there are many who are returning to their dorms, and some that are heading off in a different direction from the dorms, and a few that head back to the training hall. So as everybody kind of disperses,
yes.
all directions. I could have
So-
said all directions. Instead, I
This
listed
was-
everything.
But
This
so
was dinner time.
so you're
Yeah.
after dinner time.
Uh-huh.
So, in saying that, that makes me think that there's some people that don't actually live there,
Mhm.
right? They live in the the city, and come to there.
That would be reasonable.
Okay, so this looks like at
Mhm.
least, as well as
There's
some people
also-
who live in a different part of the facility, perhaps.
There's also
work.
some people who are going out to on a particular task,
Ah, yes.
on a particular mission.
Do we strike up any
Can
conversations?
we follow one
again?
of them on their mission?
Do you want to just follow him? Like just tail
We
him?
or you?
Do you want to tail him? Do you want to be sneaky?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I, Brett? Okay, I'm not very
Yeah.
sneaky. Am I sneaky?
Coordination.
Yeah, I'm sneaky. Bring it.
Do we
Roll.
all need to roll? Are we? If we're
No,
all
I
going,
mean,
do we
if-
all need
I'm
to
gonna
roll?
I'm gonna go
Are
follow
you
somebody.
all going?
I found somebody that was going on a mission. No, just one of us, because
Okay.
somebody's got to stay back. Two
Okay.
together. I'm
Okay.
going by myself
Okay.
Okay, Dad's decided to sneak and follow a guy
on his mission.
on his
Because
mission.
we heard he was going on a mission, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You do find that,
Because he was talking about it at dinner.
well, not like, I mean, you were just, like, listening to conversations as you were leaving. Like, oh, that person said they're going to go hunt something in the city.
Okay.
I'm going.
Um,
I'm going to follow somebody on a mission.
Okay.
okay, okay.
Dang it!
You rolled a 6.
I rolled a 1.
I tripped before I even got out the door, and they turned around and saw me, and I had to go back to my dorm room. Anyway.
You had to pretend you were just lost trying to find the bathroom.
Like,
So that was not successful.
it's, says,
No, I got an 8 though.
Did I get her?
yeah, no, if it's a 2, if they have an awareness of 2 or 3, you would lose.
Yeah,
But they had an awareness of, like, 5 or 6.
Oh man.
Because, you know,
Did I know that?
because they're superhuman. No.
Oh.
Okay, I don't know that. Okay. So yeah. Is that like tripped over a broom, stepped on a rake, and it smacked me in the face?
No, you just get spotted following them. You're like,
So I don't even
You coming
make it.
with me?
I don't
I
even
mean-
make it out of the dinner hall, do I?
not really,
Okay.
no.
Okay, so
Bryce wants to go in search of a ping pong table.
Roll for ping pong table.
Video games. First person shooter.
You want to play video games?
Yes. First person shooter.
Okay, sure. Roll to find video games, I guess.
Awareness?
No, just the dice.
5.
You like go poking around, just kind of being sociable with people. You're like, hey, do you have? You have?
You got games on your phone.
You wanna go play? And you go play some, and you get. You're striking up a conversation with Sticky Fingers, and
Sticky Fingers would have.
Sticky Fingers has video games.
He would have Call of Duty.
Yes.
No.
You go play
Yeah,
Call.
yeah, he would
You go
have
play
one of
Call
those.
of Duty with Lizard Man.
Oh heck yeah.
Okay, I want to roll to find a library.
Okay.
I want
of course
books.
you do.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got an owl and a magic book.
Do it.
Oh,
Dang
I
it,
got
you
a
and me
1.
are terrible.
A 1. I did not find any books.
Now, if you want to, you can. If you're just like poking around,
Mhm.
that's your poking around
That's my poking around dice.
attempt.
Okay.
But if you want to, you can ask.
Can I ask somebody?
Uh,
Can I ask the doctor?
Doctor. Dr. Garcia.
Yes, she'll tell you that we do have a library, but everything, whether is even, of course, secretive stuff, is all mixed into it. So it takes a little bit, like the lab, and the armory takes a little bit before you're allowed
Okay.
free reign.
Okay.
If you want something specific, you can ask and I can get it for you.
Is that a little obvious?
No. Yeah, it is a little bit. Okay, save it.
A
If you
little,
think
little
it's...
bit on the nose. Got anything
How
about
do I know?
tarot? No.
Do you what would be more? What would be
I
more?
don't. What more subtle? I don't know. I hadn't figured it out yet. I just
You
knew
got
that.
games.
Got games.
Bryce is
You
asking.
got books.
Bryce is poking around trying to find people who can play.
Man,
Oh goodness.
I thought for sure I could learn something about. Oh well.
Okay. So she told me there was. I learned about the lab. I
How do-
asked about the library.
How
And
do
she
we learn
volunteered
trust?
about the armory.
Yeah.
How do
The
we-
next layer down
Has all those things.
has stuff that's like restricted.
Yeah.
And if one of the prisoners broke out, one of the more dangerous folks broke out, it'd be harder for them to get down. They could lock everything and
Right.
keep them from getting to.
Would separate them.
You know, you got your library, you got your armory, you got your lab, and then below that you got like stuff that runs the facility, and probably something below that.
The technosphere.
Yeah. What?
The technosphere.
Where all the technology.
Where the
Maybe, yeah.
the technology that runs the everything.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
The mechanics.
Yeah.
The power plant. The facility.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, we'll say that if you would like, we can call it there. Where you guys have decided to ac- accept
the night?
their hospitality for the night.
Yes.
Would you
For the
like
time
to
being.
retrieve the tarot cards, or would you like to leave them where they are?
Oh, leave them where they are.
I was like, I'm feeling pretty safe here.
I don't want them to know what we got. And I think
Well,
if we
there's-
carry it in, they got scanners and they're gonna see them.
Then they're gonna know. That's true.
Can I roll coordination to see how well I do in Call of Duty?
Yes, Bryce.
Yes.
I will roll for
sticky
I
fingers
will
to
roll
beat
for
you?
sticky fingers to try to win.
Would you just roll?
I would like to see you try.
Right, here he is. Oh, he only has a 4. 8.
That is my coordination, and I rolled a 6. I rolled 14.
So you beat him really bad, and now he feels bad and he hates you.
He doesn't want to play with you anymore.
Sorry.
You
did we
can't
get-
you can't succeed so hard that you fail.
Okay.
So
It's good. Sorry.
You say
Can
you
you-
can or you can't?
cannot.
Okay, good.
Can
That's
you
good to know.
I do rein it in a little bit after I get a little bit of my jitters out by just zooming it around. And
Oh no, wait, he has a 6 for that, so he's still got a
10.
10.
So I
So-
still
So it
beat
was
still won.
close.
You still
yeah.
won.
I
It was
mean,
a little
closer.
bit closer.
Not quite as.
it wasn't a total. Yeah.
But I sort of rein it in partway through to
You stop trying so hard.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I try hard to get the jitters out, and then it's like, all right,
So okay.
You relax.
yep. And then I
So
try and
now
do
we're
the
going-
shots only.
So now we're going to bed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My
So
shoulder's sore.
from
Get some
yeah,
ice from my shoulder and be back to 10.
you can yeah.
I know
Well,
how-
you recover whenever you sleep,
okay. Sweet.
unless it's very severe.
Okay.
So
So I can be back to 10.
yeah,
Next
you
time.
can get you'll get some ice. You got some rest.
I'm gonna rice it. Rest.
Ibuprofen.
Ice. Compression. Elevation.
There you go.
It's part of my military training.
Yes.
Yes.
Makes sense to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know when.
You feel embarrassed, you get hurt a lot. You have to know how to take care of themselves.
And so our first episode comes to an end with them going to sleep with either hopes or fears about this new organization. And our next episode may bring their first mission where they can decide how far do they want to trust.
Yes.
And so, we'll call it a day.
Oh,
Night.
good timing.
Hey, this is Brett, the Game Master and host. Thank you for listening all the way to the end. If you want to see more like this, we do intend to make more, and with any luck, the quality will continue to improve